at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Derek Brown on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Dante Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. Coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. No gain on the play.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Christian McCaffrey.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you... Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery. in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
19 yards. First down, Chargers.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting,
number 20,
a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over first and 10.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Chargers 3, Panthers nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tranquil. A 3-yard pickup.
He'll drop to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At their 40.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Carolina Panthers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Our first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Take over 1st and
Carolina getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
30-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That'll go down as a loss of 8, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the 50, here's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
24-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
out of the gun, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he lost the football.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Here is Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
3rd and
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
And his kick is right through. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over to spot the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Herbert back to the air. And that'll be incomplete. Herbert took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
He's a loss of the yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
1st down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Herbert's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Herbert toward the sideline. That's taken in by Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup.
It's Eckler again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up
3rd from the gun. Herbert. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 40.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going on the ground with Eckler. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 13. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Panthers 13.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's brought down.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
A 53-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Well, he had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 16.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they will take a knee here.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
They'll try to run this one in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and this not always an easy